Do you know that the sin of man and that of Satan are similar? Okay, the sin of man and that of Satan are similar. And this is the similarity. They all wanted to be like God. When you read the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 5, the serpent said, "For God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened and you will be like God." Look at that word, you will be like God. So the reason why the devil was casted away from heaven is because of the pride of the devil. The devil wanted to be like God. Okay, and that was the desire that the devil put into the heart of man. Man too wanted to be like God. Because the Bible said that when Eve saw it, it's like a tree desirable, like very, very desirable to make one wise. So that they had that desire to be like God. So do you know what it means when you have the desire to be like God? Okay, you want to be like God. You, the ordinary creature of God, that God just decided to make you a special person, you now want to be like God. Okay, so the sin of Satan and the sin of man are similar. And what is that similarity? Pride. They want to be like God. Okay, so that is to say, if the serpent could have said, "Drink that water there, you will be greater than God," they could have done it. If Adam and if the devil, that is the serpent, can tell Adam and Eve that if they should eat from the tree of life, from the tree of death, that they will be like God. And the earth, that is to say, if the devil could have said, "Oh, drink this water here, then you will be greater than God," they could have done it to show you the pride. Okay, to show you the pride that was inserted into man's heart. So as I said earlier on, the devil and man had something in common. And what is that common thing? Pride. Okay, that was what made them to do so. Pride. It was pride. So it was pride that made God to bring death upon the earth. Are you listening? It was pride that made God to bring death upon the earth, to take away man from the earth in order to show men that they are nothing. So let me repeat what I said, and you can jot this down. And I'm going to say it again. It was pride that made God to bring death upon the earth, to take away man from the earth in order to show men that they are nothing. So when you read the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse 22, Genesis chapter 3 verse 22, it says, "Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever." So God said that now the pride of man is now higher, that he has become like one of us. So now let us take him away from the Garden of Eden, so that they will not have access to the tree of life in order to live forever. So that action God did was to take the life, was to shorten the lifespan of a man, to show man that man is nothing. So when pride made the devil sin, he was casted away from heaven. Okay, when pride made the devil to sin, he was casted away from heaven. So now when man also sinned, man was casted away from the Garden of Eden, and man too also has to be casted away from the earth. And how will God cast man away from the earth? It is by death. So one day you will be casted away from the earth. So you don't worry, nobody will come and throw you out of the earth. Okay, I'm telling you, no human being will throw you out of the earth. You are still on the earth, and nobody can take you out of the earth. It is only somebody that is coming to take you out of the earth. And who is that person? Death. Okay, so death is coming to take you out of the earth. So just as the devil was casted out from heaven because of pride, so also we men will be casted out of the earth because of our pride. So death is coming to cast out, okay, death is coming to cast us out away from the earth. So since you have pride, okay, you have pride for your creator, don't worry, you will be casted out of the earth. And if your record is checked and you do not live a holy and righteous life, you will be casted into the lake of fire to continue your suffering there. So as I was saying, because of pride, okay, when you read the book of Genesis chapter 6 verse 3, Genesis chapter 6 verse 3, it said, my spirit shall not strive with man forever, for he is indeed flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So God shortened the lifespan of men, because when he saw their pride, he had to shorten the lifespan of men. So the reason why, I'm not surprised, even me I will die. So don't be looking at me that I am young. I am not too young to die. Nobody is too young to die. Nobody is too rich to die. Nobody is too anointed to die. And nobody is too old to die. Nobody is too prominent to die. Nobody is too holy or righteous to die. Anybody can die. So when you look at the world today, people are dying here. So God brought death to show men that they are actually nothing. So that was the reason why God shortened the lifespan of man. So this body you are seeing right now, okay, it can live for many years, for even 1,000 years. But it is just the setting that God has done. For example, your phone, okay, the volume of your phone can shout louder than even the person in the next room can hear it. But why is it that the person in the next room is not hearing the sound from the phone? Why? It is because of the setting. You have lowered the volume of the phone. So also, there is a setting God has done in our body to lower our lifespan. Okay, so just as you can, you always reduce the volume of your phone, that is how God reduced our lifespan. So today men are proud that, I have skyscraper, I have achieved a lot of jets, I have houses, I have properties, and this and that. But listen to something. Death is coming to put us in the same scale. Are you hearing what I am saying? Death is coming to put us in the same scale. So if you are hearing me, note this word that I said, that death is coming to put us in the same scale. So you that you have 40 billion in your account, and me that don't even have 100 Ghana in my account, when we die, the same 30 minutes my brain will take to be rotting, it is still the same 30 minutes that you, the rich man that have everything, the same 30 minutes your brain will take to be rotting. Okay, so when I die, it will take my body let me say 5 days to decay. So you being a rich man does not mean that your body is so special, then it will take your own body 20 years to decay. No, it is still the same 5 days it will take. So as I was saying, death is coming to put us